Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Sanders, and this is freewebadvice.com. I wanted to come to you really quick with a try it, buy it, or dump it video. Yeah, go ahead and take out your pen and paper, as always, and get ready to be schooled. Okay, so I get this question all the time, especially when my clients are purchasing their domain names. There's always that little button at the bottom, the kind of one of those fine print sort of things that ask you if you want to get private domain registration. And every time I always get the question, should I get the private domain registration? And the reason why I always get that question is because it practically doubles your domain cost. Now, I always tell people, don't get stingy when it comes to your domain name. Make sure you pick a good, company that's not going to charge you a huge annual fee, but don't get stingy when it comes down to your domain name because of the fact that that is the least of your costs. But you might not want to always click on the buy it button when it comes down to the private domain registration. You may not need it, but we're going to discuss the reasons why you might want to try it, or might want to buy it, I should say. Understand that private domain registration is a precautionary measure because once you purchase a domain name, you become a registered owner of a website. Just like if you owned a business, a regular business, your contact information becomes public record. Well, the same thing happens with your website. So people are able to, if they're interested in finding out your personal contact information, when I say your personal contact information, it's the contact information that you use to register your domain name. It may be different from your billing address, but some companies don't do that. Some companies will not allow you to create company registration contact information. Sometimes they just go ahead and take the billing information and use that as the registrant, for the website. So what you need to consider is the fact that your contact information, your phone number, your email address, your home address, and your name will become public record if you do not register privately. Now, if you are someone who's famous, someone who is a model, anyone who may be potentially stalked, you might want to go ahead and keep your domain private, obviously. But this helps the regular common man as well. If you are looking to not have people who are trying to sell you things because you're now a new website owner, if you are not looking to have your privacy infiltrated on any level, you may want to buy the private domain registration. It's not a necessity. It's not something that you have to have in order to own a website. So keep that in mind. You don't have to buy the private domain registration. You don't. But it's just one of those things. If you don't like your personal information being out there, it's not something that interests you, you're leery about things like that, be my guest and please buy it. Now, here's how you don't have to buy it. Oh yeah, I got the scoop on that too. Go to the company or purchase your domain names from the company oneandone.com. Now the link is below. Purchase your domain names from the company oneandone.com, and guess what? Not only do they have affordable domain names, they still have $10 domain names and under. Sometimes they have deals where they're 99 cents for the first year. Yeah, get on that. So sometimes they'll go ahead and have a discount, but all of the time they have free private domain registration. I said it, free private domain registration. I'm frugal. I love saving money. So I'm going to tell you right now, I always buy my domains from oneandone.com. So even if you're not famous and you don't want your information out there, or you never even cared about private domain registration, it's just something that didn't cross your mind until I just said it, and you want to go ahead and make sure your domain is private, go to oneandone.com. It's free. Bada bing, bada boom, it's over. Now, understand, and we'll talk about this in another video, sometimes when things are free, they try to sell you things on the way through your purchase. And they may take you through a couple of loopholes. Here's how you get over it. We're going to talk about this in another video. Call them and have them walk you through the process. Don't worry, don't bother your web designer about it. Don't bother somebody else about it. Don't fall for all that stuff that they're trying to sell you. go ahead, call them during the office hours and have them walk you through it. So yeah, the way to get through all that whole buy it, try it, or dump it with the private domain registration, just go to 1and1.com and get your domain hosted through them. But if you didn't get your domain name from another company, or you just don't trust 1and1.com, you're going to GoDaddy, you're going to Yahoo, you're going to register.com, what have you. Go ahead and really consider the fact that you may not want to have your contact information available for the World Wide Web. It's just a precautionary measure. In my opinion, I would definitely buy it. Since I don't have to, I don't. But if you don't feel comfortable going to 1and1.com, or you just never heard of 1and1.com, you just, they're not sitting with you well. And we're going to have some deep discussions about 1and1.com because I'm a little mixed about the company sometimes. So, yeah. But if you don't feel comfortable with them and you're going to another company and you say your next domain, you want to make it private, I definitely go for it because it's a good deal. So, yeah, this has been the Try It, Buy It, or Dump It from freewebadvice.com. Again, my name is Courtney Sanders, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.